Well, I will admit that he is more attractive than I thought he would be in person. Hmm. Hope he wakes up soon. He's been asleep for. Huh, well, apparently I don't have a clock near me, but it definitely feels like it's been a while. Hmm. Wonder if I should start waking him up. Hmm. It's probably best that I do, just to be safe. Um. Hey. Hey. Um. Are you okay? Ah. I'm glad you're awake. I was starting to get a little bit worried. Um. Anyways. I know you're panicking a little bit, but please calm down. Um. Yes, you are in my chambers. And I know that sounds a little bit scary since you probably don't know me and I don't make any public appearances. But just know I am not, well, I would say not here, but this is technically my place. But just know I didn't bring you here to hurt you. And in fact, quite the opposite. I hope to make you happy in a way. Yeah. Yeah, I know that's a bit of a shock. But do you by chance know who I am? Hmm. Yeah, I can't blame you if you say no on that. And as I've stated, I've never really made too many public appearances, so I will say this much that you've probably heard of me. Um, well, I've never been told I look familiar, but if you know just based off of that, I would say you're pretty skilled. um, but just know that I'm just the prince of the area. Hmm. Well, no, I'm not like telling you that you're evicted or you did like treason or something. I'm just here because I saw you wandering recently. I saw you wandering around the town, and I thought that you were a little bit attractive. Yes, I know it's not right to just kidnap someone like that, um, but I promise I had no ill intentions. I can say this much that the reason why I did capture you was not just because you were attractive, but I'm in a bit of a dire situation. Well, probably not dire for you because I don't know if you've been in this situation before, but I just would like a friend of some sort if you're open to being one. Um, well, I will say this much that it will come with a lot of benefits. I will make sure that your home, wherever it might be, doesn't get any evictions. I can offer you protection if, say, someone was to commit thievery or robbery upon you or someone you knew. So, yeah, I would say a lot of good benefits. But that's only if you want to do this. I'm not gonna force you to be a friend. That seems a little bit too desperate. So, any thoughts? Well, you're welcome to stay here if you need to. Yes, I'm being serious. I know it seems a little weird to have a room in here, but hey, it's nice and comfortable. The bed is probably the finest bed that you're probably going to sleep in. And it also. Sorry? What? Oh, sorry. I was rambling. It's um anyways, um the castle comes with many features, not just the bed, but also cooks. Um Knights around to make sure nothing happens. A handful of rooms with a lot of amazing artifacts. Hmm. By all means, test the bed out, see if it's to your liking. Hmm. I'm glad you like the bed, but it's not too firm or anything. Great. Would you mind if I joined you? All right. Yeah. I don't know why, but it feels kind of nice. Well, nicer than usual. um, but anyways, I do apologize if I do fall a little bit off track because, as I said, you're pretty attractive. I'm sorry, what? You think the same for me? Um, I don't know what to say about that because it's been a while since I've received a compliment like that. Um, and I will admit that I don't know if you heard me when you were asleep, but I honestly hope you didn't because I really don't want to repeat what I said because it was a little bit embarrassing. Wait, you heard some of it? Well, well, there goes me trying to look like the cool, mysterious prince that barely anyone hears about. Um, but would you like to have a tour of the castle for a bit? Um, yeah, I can provide the full tour. I mean, I've lived here my whole life, and I'm just now getting accustomed with some, well, new rooms, new facilities, and just small stuff. It's nothing major. Um, but that's only if you want. If anything, you don't have to accept it, and you're welcome to leave whenever you want. Hmm. Do you have a question? Okay. No, I'm totally open for questions. So what's on your mind? Uh, my fangs. No, I just have sharp teeth. Um, but is that the only question you had? Oh, more. Well, I'm open to as many as you want to ask. All right. Um, am I human? Well, that's a bit of an odd question, but yes. I sounded more like a questionable yes. Well, okay. Well, if I tell you this, then you can't tell anyone else, please. All right. Yeah, I'm not entirely human, but don't worry. I'm not a demon or someone who kidnaps people for a thrill. I The reason I also kidnapped you was because I needed a just a warm person. I know that sounds disturbing, but I'm something known as a Lamia. Yeah, they're basically half snake people. It's okay, I didn't get like the full underscore like snake body part. I don't know how to describe that. It's very weird, but I don't judge. Um, anyways, that was a portion of it because you won't believe how many blankets I would have over me and I would still be cold the next morning. Yeah, it wasn't fun. And I realized that every time I shook hands with, say, a civilian or was in a crowded area, it was always the warmest. So with process of elimination, I realized that I needed someone to keep me warm. So that's also part of it if you don't mind doing that. Great. Um, I can't tell you how much that means to me because you won't believe how annoying it is to fall asleep and then all of a sudden you wake up and it's freezing cold while you're still wearing like a lot of layers of clothing. I don't know how it's possible, but it happens to me. Um, but regardless, I'm grateful of your acceptance and I hope that this can go smoothly. And if you don't mind me asking, do you mind if I hug you a bit? Yeah, I just want to see how well my theory was on me around people. So, if you don't mind me hugging you, okay. Um, here I go. Hmm. Yeah, this is definitely nice. Hmm. You're very warm. I never thought I'd feel something like this. It's like sitting by an open fire. Hmm. Starting to make me a little bit tired now. Um, would it be wrong if I stayed like this with you for a bit? Um, yeah. Um, it's just really, really comforting. Um, and one thing's for sure, I feel like I don't even want to get out of bed while hugging you like this. I know that's probably not right, but um, that's if you have time to spare. If I didn't take you at a bad time. Um, all right. Um, but is there like a message you need to send to any friends or family that you're here, or I can totally send a messenger to run to your home to let family know, or maybe let some friends know, just anything. Um, all right. Um, but for right now, if you don't mind, I would just like to be in this bed with you for a little bit. Man, that sounded a lot more explicit than I intended for it to sound. Well, with being secluded for as long as I was, where not a lot of people will hear about me, it doesn't come with a lot of good grammar structure. I know you probably think I sound fine, but my thoughts are a total mess when I'm thinking of what to say. So, yeah, I would like to apologize in advance if I say something that doesn't sound like it should sound. Mm, but it's just so nice to lay down with something warm beside me. Sorry, someone. I'm probably objectifying you a little bit. But are you okay? Am I too cold at all? Well, I thought I'd be a little bit colder. Well, if it gets any worse, we can get under the blankets if you want. Um, okay. All right. Um, are you comfortable where you are? Okay. Um, I'm really gonna hug you tight. No, I just wanted to give you fair warning because I've never hugged someone. I'm just worried I'm gonna hug them a little bit too tightly. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I'm glad I made this decision, especially for someone as attractive as you. Sorry, I'm rambling. Please don't acknowledge what I said. Well, yeah, I really do think that. I know it probably sounded like I didn't at first, but I will admit that I did want to take you for a number of reasons, and those were just the main ones. The other ones aren't important right now. Um, but if this is weird at all, feel free to leave. Um, Sorry, what? Mm, Um, what? What was that for? Um, uh, oh, well, it was really nice. If anything, it made me feel a little bit more warm. Um, but thanks for agreeing to all this. I can't tell you how grateful I am. And that kiss was nice. Um, Maybe I can request you here more often, if that's all right. Okay. Thank you. Um, well, I don't know entirely how to be more thankful about this. No, I'm not gonna pay you on the spot like that. That seems a little bit odd. Um, if anything, I'll make sure to find a way to repay you properly, either with protection or no payments or something of sorts. This is nice enough. Um, well, I'm glad. I'll admit I got really nervous that you were gonna be a little bit more freaked out over the fact that I was not only taking you kind of hostage, but also the fact that I was Lamia, not really a full person per se. But I stand by my promises and I promise you the best and no harm forward. And weird question, but can we do that kiss again? Yeah, it was actually a little bit nice. Mm. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. um, would it be fine if I slept against you like this? Okay. Thanks again. I'll make sure to give you a proper briefing after I wake up. And if you want to wake up or leave after a little while, I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, so you wouldn't be bothering me at all. So I'll wish you a good rest, and if you decide to leave, thanks again, and I'll know how to find you. But thank you again.